Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? We back, episode 45 of the LA Khalil podcast. If you've seen this on YouTube, please like and subscribe, comment if you would like as well, and share if you would like as well. This help us grow and grow as a creator, grow as a podcast in the community. Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? Shy on Club Shy, what is good? What's good with you, man? How's your week been?
Hello, I had a good week. Thank you.
Uh, Didn't you have a little trip? Area. Yes, sir.
Yes, I went to the Bay. It was
Mm.
good.
What's going on in the Bay Area? What's going on with you, man? What's going on? Talk to us.
I'm getting traded over there.
You doing you okay, you got traded from LA to the Bay, which sounds like a fair trade to me. Shout out to the unreleased Drake song. That sounds like a fair trade to me. And you're doing is this a 1 year? Is this like a Kawhi Leonard situation where you're gonna play, but you're leaving regardless of a chip or not, or is this a potential 1+1? Like, what's going on here?
My legacy's already set in stone. This is just icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake. For those who don't know, Cheyenne, the Jam is a social studies major, social science major at UC Berkeley, and because of COVID, and this is where he doesn't get enough. This doesn't get talked about enough. Okay, in the media. Okay, the media's biased. Okay, Cheyenne the Jam did something that many people was too afraid to do, and that was to go the route of humility, of humbleness, of the slow start. He went to the college, community college route and saved upwards to, let's just say, 50,000,
Yeah, probably
and
more.
then
Probably like 70.
$70,000 going 2 years in, let's just say, the G League, right?
Hmm.
Took a little trip to the G League. COVID happened. He playing in the bubble. He made it to the big leagues, but in the bubble, had to do a year of COVID university, and then he's capping off his final year in school at the arena in San Francisco. And he is slowly but surely making his way up there with packing, and he got himself a space, a place to stay, rest his head to recover. Congratulations as well. And like you said, his legacy is already cemented. This is just icing on the cake. So, ladies, when you see the GOAT, man, when you see the Jam walking up them halls in those classrooms, you let him know what's up. He's gonna let you know what's up. But I can't wait for you to really make your legacy set in stone. There, of course. I mean, you this doesn't it doesn't get talked about enough. You know, you're doing something that is gonna really benefit a lot of people, because this isn't even just the beginning. You want to be you making steps towards being a lawyer. I mean, hey, you know, ain't no telling where you lead up with that. So much love to everybody that's in school, that's taking the MCAT, for all you doctors and things of, doctors out there, for people that's doing the summer courses, not necessarily summer school, but for those doing summer school, more life to you. Get those credits done and out the way. You could graduate early if possible. Keep your head up, man. It's hard. It's gonna be challenging, but I believe in you. We believe in you here at the LA Club podcast. Go for it, man. This is your journey. Make your journey worthwhile. Me, I am not feeling the greatest. I'm still feeling good because I'm healthy. I'm in this good space, as you can see. But I'm not feeling the greatest because Sunday night, in that moment, I only had 2 days of work left for my summer job at the YMCA. And I had started to get a really bad headache. You can say even a migraine, right? And I ate, I drank water and things of that nature. and I went to sleep and I woke up and it was pretty much gone. Like it was gone. But because of the, I guess it was hot in the classroom. It was hot and it was loud, as it as expected when you're dealing with kids. And that just kind of like triggered it back. And I'm just like, I'm doing the best I can to fight it. Like, I'm gonna go out and get some air, things like that, trying to pace myself. But it was just like, okay, this is it is really starting to bother me. And unbeknownst to me, I knew that headaches is a symptom of COVID-19, but I didn't know how serious of a symptom it was, to the point where if you have even a headache, you need to go get tested. And so that resulted
They
in me.
they put you on health and safety protocols. Like Chris Paul you.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They told me, listen, you're not gonna ultimately you're not gonna be able to come in for today, or resume today or tomorrow. And that it was really emotional because for 3 months I've grown emotionally and mentally with some of the best group of kids you ever find, with some of the funniest and the most creative and innovative kids you ever meet. When I think about, this job, there's respect first and foremost when it comes to me. There's a Mr. Khalil, there's a Mr. K. And I'm not even like that guy. I don't have You don't have to say Mr. Some of them said, I never said that. Like, you had to say it. I'm good with Khalil. But just the initiating that off rip was appreciated. You know, I had the opportunity to learn about myself. Okay, I'm responsible of keeping a group of kids comfortable, safe, and entertained for 8 hours. And every time I doubted myself, those kids always came through with so much just passion and joy with everything that we did, activity wise, and to not be able to celebrate with the ending of this campaign this summer. It was sad, because I made a promise to them that I'm gonna be here, and because of the COVID situation previously, when I had that break, that week off, that was understandable. And I try not to beat myself up too much about this one because it's COVID related as well. But, it's just like, wow, I wasn't even, not even on the last day. Parents like me. Like every time I talk to a parent, like, no, no, I don't really exaggerate. They always say, oh, she talks a lot about you. He talks a lot about you. And I'm like, I hope it's good stuff. Like, I really did my best to, if I'm coming off a 1 year in a 1 year contract, I am not playing for money. I'm playing to cement my legacy. You know what I mean? And the parents love me. The parents, they were aware of me and what I brought to the table. And I tell those kids, like, if y'all want me back for next year, let them know. Let them know, and I'm gladly, accept. But it's tough. They wrote me letters. You know what I mean? Like, they wrote me letters. One of the letters said, "Yo," no, they didn't say "yo," but one of the letters said, like, "You're,"
Yo, what's good?
yeah, it was Gucci, my guy. No, one of the letters said, like, "You were my only friend." I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, wow, like, and I never had the intentions of trying to be like a friend to these kids. It's just more like, I'm not going to push. I'm not ever gonna isolate myself. I want to be someone that these kids can trust with anything. You get what I'm saying? If they're not feeling good, if someone is messing with them or they're going through something at home, like, I want to be someone that's open arms for these kids. because something I realized is some of these kids don't have an older, usually most of these kids are the older sibling. And so they don't have a older sister or brother to talk to just to just kick it or whatever, just to have fun or be goofy. Usually they're the one, even at 6 year olds, they're the ones that's with a 2 year old or 3 year old while the parents at work or being busy doing something, you know? And so I realized that and I'm like, yo, like I'm not here just trying to tell you to do things and to do this and be quiet or no, I'm here to be whatever I can for you to be the best version of yourself, you know? Really all these kids need is someone to listen to them. You know what I mean? Like that's really all they want, all they need is someone to listen to them, you know?
And you did your job.
Yeah, yeah. And I hope I did more than just my job. You know, it didn't like they say, like when you're enjoying it, it doesn't feel like a job. It doesn't feel like work. And I agree with that statement for sure. I really do. So um moving past that I mean that was my week. We me and Cheyenne finally got our rematch game two. Yes, sir. All right, so when I first moved back, I wasn't living in this luxurious apartment that, I've grown accustomed to for the last couple of months. I was living in Mid City, which is pretty much in between Beverly Hills and downtown Los Angeles. And we had our first game of one-on-one, to 11, of course. And if you like to let the listeners know what that score was, I would, I would appreciate that. What was the score?
You had more points, but you didn't win.
The score was 11-2. This guy right here. This guy. And then just literally a few days ago, we had two games. We played two games, two times. What was game two? 11-5. 11-5. And who won that game? This guy. So
This is the
we're up
last one. You're gonna
2-0.
win.
So we're up 2-0. And then game three. Okay, you won. Okay, congratulations. You won. What was the score of that game? 11-8. So despite me losing, I've been closer in score than you have. You've only scored like the first two games you scored like 7 points. I've scored,
I figured you out.
you figured out the solution, but you haven't applied the solution.
I
You know
I
what to
did
do,
actually.
but you don't know how to do it. That's the
Listen,
problem.
for the listeners at home, if I had to give an analysis of Khalil's game, imagine Patrick Beverly if he couldn't defend or score. Okay, this man is garbage. I will never be losing another 1v1.
Oh, we gonna see about that. Oh, we gonna see. We
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
see
see what's
about
about to
that.
happen next.
It's on site. Hey, it's on site.
Okay. The series is not over. I've made the adjustments. I just can't let him shoot threes. That's it.
Cause I'm a motherfucking shooter. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm a shooter, bro. You let me, you give me space. I'm gonna fucking wet that shit. I'm gonna wet it, bro. I hit like those three. I hit three threes in a row. And that was just like, bro, the first two games were just game winners. Like, oh yeah, this is what like those were threes right there. Like, you can't let me get my spot, man. Sure, you're bigger than me. You're
More
taller, rather.
skilled, more
Sure,
athletic,
you may have more stamina,
more determination, more heart,
more heart.
more life.
Who's more life and more tune for your head top. So watch how I speak on my name, you know? Um, Speaking of basketball, we were just talking about 2K22 and just 2K. Me and my friend Derek, who you all heard on the last interview that we had, Derek G. Haynes. wonderful friend, actor out here making it work, making it come to fruition. Me and him, we've been playing 2K21 on next gen, and we're using the updated rosters that the community makes. And I have the current, like literally current Westbrook, Howard, Melo Lakers, and he has Patty Mills, James Johnson, the new updated Nets. And I let him go home court. So first two games were in Brooklyn. I won game one. He won game two, and then we took it back to game 3 and 4 in LA. We're doing it a game per night, so every night's a game, right? No more than a game. And so I'm up 2-1 in this series, just like I'm up 2-1 against you in this series. And the problem with what the Lakers have now is when the White's playing, he's starting for the most part at center. When AD goes to the bench, we don't have anyone that's can play that power forward position because KD can play that power forward position. We're not talking about Lakers versus the rest of the NBA. We're talking about Lakers versus Nets. When AD goes to the bench, who is that guy? Are you gonna have Mark play center? Guess what? Mark is too fucking slow. He's too slow. You have to have, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, before we had Mark, we had JaVale, right? JaVale isn't fast, like he's fast for his size, and he's super long. He's super long. So you had JaVale and you had Dwight and you had AD. You only have Mark. Yeah, he can pick and pop. Yeah, he can pass. But defensively, liability. Too slow. That's main thing, right? And so it's okay, you have Melo, but Melo and Katie's winning. Defensively, offensively, Katie's that's a wrap. So the Lakers need to figure out how they're going to get a guy that can play defense and offense when AD to substitute for AD being off the court. I don't know how they're going to do it, but if they can do it, just give them the championship and also get JJ Redick. That's all they need. So, yeah,
Speaking of taking too many chances, Dennis Schroeder
man,
took too many chances, and guess what?
it's a wrap. It's a wrap on tap. Yeah, I mean, this is a case of betting against yourself and coming up empty. He didn't even just come up short. He came empty. He came up empty. No juice. You're talking about turning down 4 years, 84 mil just to get a 1 year 5.96 or some 5.9 mil. That's like Shannon Sharp, like Uncle said. You, this is two things: either fire your agent or fire yourself. Either way, someone has to go because not only, like you said last night, not only are you getting paid, you're getting paid and you're getting security. 4 years, 84. You're on the best team. You're on the best team to win a championship, and you're getting the bag. You were just coming off the bench. And it would be different if you were playing like you deserve 100 million, but you didn't. Definitely not where it counted, which was the playoffs. So I don't feel bad for him. Shannon feels bad for him. I don't. Skip, I don't think he feels bad for him either. I'm with Skip. No, you came, you know what doesn't get talked about enough? They traded for Dennis Schroeder. And he came off saying, yo, I'm done with this benching. I want to start. I want to start. So it's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is.
I hope he gets that money back. Um, Probably won't.
Yeah, it probably won't.
But I
Unless
mean, it was tough. I mean, just not only in terms of his skill set, but a lot of the other point guards, the teams got their point guards in the
Right.
offseason, and he was the odd man out. There was going to be one odd man out.
Yeah.
You're talking about Kyle Lowry getting 3-year 90, you know, Chris Paul. Man, Chris Paul, I know he doesn't have a ring and he probably won't ever win a ring, but fuck a ring. That man is creating a family legacy. That's a different type of legacy he's creating.
That's a
So
bag.
yeah.
That's a body bag. That is
And
a
and I don't
body bag.
and I don't care what anyone says about the love for the sport. Give me 150 mil over a ring any day.
Any day. Any day,
My
give me money. Give me
the
that bag.
it's just like Floyd Mayweather said, my kids can't eat my belts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good point. That is a good point. I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta understand this is a business. And unfortunately, like you said, with loyalty and things like that previously, Isaiah was done. Not Isaiah wasn't even just done dirty. He was done filthy. He was treated like he wasn't something special in Boston. You get what I'm saying? Like you have someone that dealt with the tragic loss of his sister and was dealing with injuries and came up for your team, for your organization, for your community, for your state of Massachusetts. And you just trade him like he was nothing? I understand Kyrie Irving is a box office attraction. But look what happened. Look what you got in Kyrie Irving. No leadership, no health. You got nothing for Kyrie Irving. Well, you got nothing out of him. And that's not to discredit him as a person. I'm thankful for Kyrie Irving and for what he's doing and how he's representing his respective communities. But as a player in Boston, he didn't do nothing but hold that team down. Then that's facts. Isaiah
yeah,
Thomas, he's balling in the pro-ams that he's in. He dropped 60 a few days ago. He dropped 81 not too long ago. After that one, LA, you need as much scoring as you can get away from LeBron James. Anybody in the NBA. What what does the Magic have to fucking lose? What does Portland have to lose? Yeah, y'all don't have defense anyway. What does the Thunder have to lose? What does what does Phoenix have to lose? Let CP take a rest at the point guard position. Miami adds more scoring to Miami. Charlotte, New York, Toronto. I don't even know who's playing besides Siakam. Like, I don't even care if it's. I don't care if Isaiah gets signed to the Nets or even the Clippers. I just want him in the league playing because he's not just deserving of it. He's earning it. He's back, literally healthy, better than ever, and he's only 32. If CP3 can continue playing good and get in the bag, so can Isaiah.
yeah. It's tough how Boston treated him. They could have at least signed and traded him, so they could have at least given him a contract. You know, doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a max. I don't think any team wanted to give him 160 million, but yeah, that's something that we're learning too with these contracts is that there is no such thing. I mean, look, there is contracts that are expensive, but in this modern day, like when players are signing for these big money deals and then they're called untradeable, every player can be traded. Like that's what we've learned. Doesn't matter what contract they have, if they want to get traded, they can get traded.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I
It's that
mean,
simple.
it's it's a cold cut industry, and I remember seeing what is her name? Renner, that Instagram thought. You know what I'm talking about? That you know what I'm talking about? Her name's Jennifer
I
Renner.
I think is it like an NBA? affiliated person.
Yeah, it's just a thought. She linked up with Kaepernick. You remember what I'm talking about?
I think I've heard about this. Yeah.
Um, try to look it up if you can. Her last name's Renner, and she hooked up with Kaepernick. And basically, this story resurfaced online today about how she was 27 and fresh out of college in the NBA. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name. 18 years old. She got him to impregnate her and is collecting 200K per month for child support. Now, relationships, they're relationships. Whatever happens, happens. But you're talking about a 27-year-old person and a 27-year-old woman. A 27-year-old woman targeting an 18-year-old man. That's just not right. You flip the script, call call everybody. He needs to burn in hell. I get it, both, it's different for men and women, standards or whatever, but that just doesn't sit right with me. And it's just disgusting. You get what I'm saying? Like, he a lot of these African American athletes work so hard to make it to the league, NFL, NBA, MLB, whatever the case may be, and they are, they're not accustomed to having so much money, so much limelight, so much fame, and so much attention. They're usually not surrounded by people who have their best intentions because they're surrounded by people who want a percentage of them. You got a lawyer, they want your money. They're being paid to protect you and all of that, legalities and everything, but they still want that check. Security, want that check. PR, check. You get what I'm saying? Not necessarily people, yo, cut that. You know what I mean? As a friend, as a friend person, not just someone that's getting paid to do it. You know. So listen, man, it's a cold world out there. You got to protect yourselves and be surrounded by people who can really come through in the clutch. It's easier said than done. I mean, we all have to go through trials and tribulations in this life to learn certain things that sometimes we wish we didn't have to. But at the end of the day, if you're doing right by yourself, at least you're attempting to, don't hurt yourself. Don't hold yourself to such a high degree of standards or to expectations. We all make mistakes. We all get caught up in certain situations, and we got to do our best to learn from it and use that knowledge to be better and to inform other people so they don't make the same mistakes. You know what I mean? Definitely as black males and black athletes in sports worldwide. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's use this platform the best that we can so we can uplift others. Shout out to Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Wayne Ellington. Shout out to the Lakers getting those boys. Hopefully we can get some more. JJ Redick, Isaiah. Let's get some more better. Get some players. Get some great players, better players that we had. The NBA. You know, we talked about this last night off air with the NBA. Was it the NBA or was it Nike? It was the NBA. It was the Isaiah Thomas situation where just being blackballed and being, outed through, being in that situation with his, loss of his sister and dealing with health. We idolize, not necessarily idolize, but when COVID happened and it's like, yo, where's the NBA? Where's the NBA? And we were just down bad. Like, there's cold situations with every corporation or league that we love to watch and talk about. Nike, what the brands that we wear. Who's talking about the Chinese Muslims being paid nothing, dirt, to make the same fabrics that say equality on them? Who's talking about that? Where's
No
their
one.
representation? Where's their equality at? Don't just tell me, Black Lives Matter when there's black Chinese Muslims and there's black Muslims being, degraded and butchered and worked like a fucking slave. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't piss on me and telling me that it's fucking raining. You get what I'm saying? Like, where's their representation? Where's their voice at? Where's their equality at? They don't have that choice. They don't have that choice of freedom, And I was just reading a few hours ago of a shooting that happened downtown, not downtown LA, but that happened at the shoe store. I don't know if you've seen it or not. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. I saw it online.
I did see it. Someone was shot over a shoe raffle, an employee at Shoe Palace
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Melrose in Los Angeles,
yeah,
which is essentially kind of like a fashion district in that area on Melrose. It's a lot of,
yeah.
you have Supreme, you have a lot of high end
High-end
stores.
fashion stores. Yeah, blessings, and love, prayers to them, to that to that person that was ultimately murdered, to their family and friends, and to that store and that community. That's only going to inflict fear. I would be very fearful of that happening to me if I worked there, or if that happened again. Something that was supposed to inflict or to bring joy to someone winning a raffle, winning a free pair of shoes or whatever the case may be, ultimately went for the worst, turned to the worst of a murder. And again, love to them, to the victim, to the victim's family and friends, and to that community. I hope that it never happens again. That's a sad thing to see. Definitely, and this is our city. This is where we live. This is where we're from. And for that to happen, and definitely in the situation that it happened, it being so senseless over a raffle ticket. You get what I'm saying? Like that, we can do better than that. LA, we can do better than that. Los Angeles, we can. Let's not do that. We can do so much better than that.
Right.
And you know, please wear your mask. This Delta variant is ramping up in Florida. And LA, I've had to deal with I've taken 4 COVID tests in a span of a week, 2 weeks. Like my people around me are getting it. God bless. I haven't had it, you know what I mean? Since I've taken the test, I haven't gotten it at all. And I'm very fortunate. I'm wearing my mask when I'm out in public or when I'm at work. And plus I stay home most of the time, so I'm already social distancing from everybody. And so with that being said, like, it's your freedom of choice to wear the mask, to get vaccinated, but with freedom, like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, with freedom comes responsibilities and obligations. With freedom, there's, you know, that's a power. Freedom is a power, and with great power comes great responsibility, as the great Uncle Ben would say, and I said, and we need to remember that. Our freedom is what is given can be easily taken away. You know what I'm saying? And when you see the likes of certain countries over the world that is getting this thing taken care of, and why? Oh, because their people is listening to their leader. That's why. Here it's I don't want to because it's going away from my rights and my freedom and it's violating me. And it's like, you not hear yourself? You want to be selfish and care about yourself? What happens when you get it? Oh, all of a sudden it's not a fraud. Like your dummy president was calling it. What is he calling it? A fraud or it's fake? A fake virus? I mean, so disrespectful to call it the Chinese virus. That's so blatantly disrespectful and out of bounds. Like this is not a fake thing. I mean, we're young and thankfully, we have a higher chance of being able to fight it off. But if you can get vaccinated without dealing with, dealing with the after the side effects. My biggest thing was if I get it in the middle of my work, you know what I mean? I work 5 days a week, full time. If I get it Saturday and I'm like, yo, I gotta miss a few days, like I wasn't aware, I wasn't aware that I would still get paid. I just wasn't aware. And so my fear was like, oh, I'm gonna miss work. I'm gonna miss getting paid, which I guess I should have asked. You get what I'm saying? But ultimately, the reason why I didn't want to get it when I'm at work is I did not want to miss a day with those kids. I wanted them to have someone they can trust and rely on to see every day in and day out. I wanted to be there for those kids. And I fought through pain and everything that could come along with it. So I would never miss it. So they can never think of a day that I wasn't there for 'em. Now that I have the opportunity to take it, I'm open for it. You know, I'm still wearing my mask. I'm still, like I said, social distancing. I'm drinking protein. I'm drinking health antioxidants. I'm drinking health and beneficial things for my body, gummies and protein and better foods. That is important as well. That is super important. I just went to Costco. I bought some grapes and some blueberries and some Premier protein shakes and some those ice sparkling waters. Those have a lot of vitamins and antioxidants. I'm doing things to benefit my body.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. What do you have to say about just overall health? Talk us through, going working out, things of that nature. It's been a minute.
Right. So your body is the most important thing you have. It's the only thing you have. You live in it. If you treat your body right, it's gonna treat you right. It's that simple. No, it sounds cliche, but it really is that simple.
I mean, it's
If you build a good foundation, the house is gonna last.
exactly like it's so simple. It's just blasphemy how simple it is, and yet we still figure out a way to make it wrong.
All right.
You have to learn your body. You have it, the body that you have is a relationship. You have a relationship with your body, your
Right.
mental.
You got to be nice to yourself. Even if you don't love what you have now, at least love what you're becoming.
Exactly. Exactly. Just because you don't like or love what you see right now, start loving what you're going to see in the future. All right. It's taken me some time. And whenever I post a flick on the web, hey, people say, yo, I'm noticing weight loss. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel I reach a point in my life where I'm taking my shirt off at the gym. Like at the basketball gym, I don't feel embarrassed. I don't feel embarrassed. Like, who cares? It's my body. My body, my choice. See? I'm kidding. But you get what I'm saying? Like, feel comfortable. I know it's easier said than done. But when you make those steps and that effort to loving yourself, shout out to Lizzo. Like, real talk. Shout out to Lizzo. Because the biggest problem isn't that she's big or anything like that. Y'all mad that she is 100% in love with her body. Now, if y'all want to continue to hold and I do agree with that, it was inappropriate of her to have what she had on at that Lakers game. That was inappropriate. Also, that was years ago. Years ago. Years ago. If you want to continue to hold that one thing against her, go for it, I guess, if it's going to make you feel better about yourself or whatever. But that was years ago, literally before COVID happened, if I'm not mistaken. She is making improvements to her body. Despite already loving her body, she's still working out. She's still in the gym. You can love yourself and still, better yourself, of course. But it starts with the mentality, that mama mentality, that with what I have, I'm going to work with it and make it the best that I have. And that's facts. It's easier said than done, ladies and gentlemen. I understand that. I believe in you. I believe in you. Cheyenne believes in you. We believe in you. You have to go for it. This is your body. This is your time. This is your time. Every day, every second, that's your time. What are you going to do with it? Yeah, it's been a few days since you've seen me at the gym. Guess what? My arms have been shot down playing basketball. I'm playing basketball with grown men. I'm literally being LeBron every every game. 21, 3 on 3, 2v2, whatever the case may be. Imagine trying to guard Giannis and he just puts his elbow into your chest, into your shoulder and your arm. Yeah, I'm playing with 35-year-old, 37-year-olds, people built off rip. So I took a few days to recover, but I'm back and I'm better than ever. But it just starts with you making a decision. Shout out to LeBron and taking your talents and taking what you have to the highest level that it can, and understanding that it's not going to happen overnight. Make a game plan. Wake up and start with some daily affirmations. I got this, day at a time. This is my time. This is me. Easier said than done, but start with the little steps. Start with some daily affirmations. I believe in me. I don't need no one else. I believe in me. I got this. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got this. Real talk. And when something goes a way that you didn't intend it, live with that. And if you can do whatever in your power you can do to prevent it happening again, do it. Just because we say, "Oh, I'm gonna have a great day. I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna be the best," isn't gonna always happen. It isn't always going to happen. Be prepared for things to not go your way. Be prepared for that. Because it's not always gonna go your way. All right. Forget what Drake's saying. Pray out here having his way. Having his way. And let the Domingo out. Hey, what? No, they're having their way, but they're not having their way all the time. Just like we're not always gonna have our way. But we gotta work with what we have and what we don't have, right?
All right.
That's facts.
All factual statements you meant.
Thank you. Thank you very much. With that being said, um, I think that's everything. Do you have anything happen in the world? What's going on in the culture? Oh, shout out to Joe Budden. Um, yo, man, you're gonna have to stop teasing me. Okay, you're gonna have to stop teasing me. If you're gonna come back, just come back. Drop a 8, man. Drop a quick 16. Start with this talk, man. Start with this talk. Come back. Rapper. Top 3 and you're not 2 or 1, okay? And Drake, listen, Kanye,
I was just laughing when she said top three, not two or one. So he's the third.
Kanye, listen. I am not good music affiliated. The
I
great man
was.
that you
I'm former.
former good music affiliation, Shine on the
I
Jam.
I was waived and they didn't pay me out.
They didn't buy you
So
out, man. Um, former good music affiliation, Shine the Jam. He was not there of he was not there at the listening party, but he did have an early access listening experience of the album. I have not, 'cause I'm a real nigga. And he's listened to the album. He says that it's the best album ever of all time by Kanye West or any other person. I don't believe him. You need more people. But it doesn't matter when you drop this album, Kanye. As much as I'm looking forward to it, you cannot shy on Kanye. Call Cheyenne. I'm gonna give you his number right now. What's your number, Cheyenne? Cheyenne the Jam's number is 818-575-0220. Call this guy. He will tell you. I've been playing Otis. What's the New Day? What's the other one? Who gonna stop me, huh? Who he gonna tell you my favorite albums from you is Yay and Jesus is King.
That's
I put
shameful.
my
Oh,
oh,
the worst
oh,
picks.
oh. What'd he say?
Can't believe you have Jesus is King as your favorite album. It's disgusting. It's obvious what's being done out here.
Listen, man, it is ridiculous. I understand that, but still, like, call him. He would tell you, I've been listening to you more than I ever have. It doesn't matter. Drake is going to bomb you if y'all drop together. Do not play with the boy. Do not play with Drake, my guy. Do not play with him. I don't care. Certified Lover Boy is just a one song album. It's going to outsell and it's going to outdo you. And that's facts.
It will outsell, but it won't outperform.
It doesn't matter if you got the entire Justice League on this album, which it kind of sound it does. You got Hove, you got Hove. Okay, that's really all you got. Like that's all you need right there. But still, you got a lot of features, a lot of good features. You got Kid Cudi or whatever his name is. You got other great, good music people, Pusha, whatever he's doing these days. Like you got okay artists at, good music. But then you got other great artists. It doesn't matter. You got Drake, sixth studio album. Okay. That means something. Okay. 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 Like I get what you're doing. Let's not playing with them. Just drop the album. You did
Listen,
great at the
don't ever
performance.
disrespect Kanye again. Okay? You hear me?
Who gonna stop me, huh? Who gonna stop me? Yeah, yeah, it's on site. Yay, yay,
No
it's on
more,
site.
no
Yeah,
more Kanye
you're
disrespect.
lucky he holding me
Okay?
back. Call him. What's your number again? Put your number out there again. Everybody,
That's
ladies, shout out to the ladies. Yes, sir. What's your number, man? Look at you be mad. I'm about to call you. I'm about to call you. Look. Oh, he ain't
listen.
gonna pick. Answer.
I'll pick up, bro.
Yeah, what's going? What's good? This is the
What's good?
this is LA Club from the LA Club podcast. This is Shine the Jam.
Hello?
Oh, what's up? Oh, look at you. He's cute. Look at him being a cutie pie. Yes, sir. Look at him being cute. Oh, you don't want to see all that. Look at him being cute. Ah, look at him being cute. Look at himself. Ah. Yo, Kanye, if you don't stop playing, call him, man. Call the boy. Yo, bro, you're not going to outdo Drake. I'm just saying, like, literally, real talk. Just drop the album. You can drop it tonight. What's stopping you? Who gonna stop you? Yay? Who gonna
Listen,
stop you? Like,
no yay slander. Okay? So the last time I
listen,
want to
man.
hear it. You
I
got
have
that?
a few um promotions that I have to go through. Shout out to Harry's deodorant. This is the stone scented deodorant. It's a good pickup at your local pharmacy, your local store, Target, whatever the case may be. Harry's also has great razors, great shavers, great face products as well, face cleaners for men. And also shout out to Kirkland Costco for the dark chocolate mangoes. Dark chocolate covered mangoes. It is 120 calories with only 13 grams of sugar and 1 gram of protein. Shout out to our sponsors. Yeah. So listen, man, is there anything else we need to talk about? Real talk.
No, I think that's it.
Drink your water, right? Drink your water. Make a conscious effort to be better each and every single day. Okay? Real talk. Real talk. LeBron, we see you put in the work, but I better not see you put your head down again, or it's on site. It's on site. Listen, it's on site. Okay? Josh. No. Joshua could. Phase on. When I see you on site, real fucking talk. You fucking talking to me in my DMs. It's on fucking site when I see you. And that don't mean if you see me is when I fucking see you and fucking you up, bitch. Fuck you think you is, nigga. Fuck you.
Same.
Fuck you, Faison. Fuck you, bitch. It's on
I
fucking
like that
site.
energy.
Yeah, nigga, what the fuck you doing in my DMs talking that shit, bitch? Fuck you thought this shit is.
All pop, no smoke.
I'll pop no
You know.
smoke. I'm popping you. Yeah. Yeah, you gonna be mad. You'll be mad. What you gonna do about it? Who gonna stop me, huh? Who gonna stop me, huh? Nobody. All right, Shine on the jam. Salute. This was episode 45 of the L.A Khalil podcast. I hope you're having a good rest of your day, a good week. Start out the week right. You already know what time it is. Cheers.